You know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain, y'all. Relax. Relax, y'all. Let me explain, man. Oh, Lord. Look, I understand that a lot of people was turned off by Deontay Wilder, the allegations, or whatever y'all want to call it, the excuses, whatever y'all want to call it. I understand. But I did a video a couple of days ago, I think it was yesterday or a couple of days ago, and I said whoever doesn't want to see the undisputed heavyweight bout with Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, is a cancer to the boxing community. Because I believe that all hands should be on deck, all the fans should know that how historic and how important a heavyweight undisputed bout is. Just like we was all frustrated that the Anthony Joshua-Deontay Wilder fight didn't happen. It's not about me being a fan of whoever, Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury. I'm just a fan of boxing first and understand the magnitude of having that type of fight and understand the importance of having the undisputed heavyweight bout. How many times we have that in the career, in the history of boxing? How many undisputed heavyweight champ has been, you know, in the sport of boxing? Come on, y'all. Come on. But I'll say this. Tyson Fury has had a long layoff right now. Would it be smart for Tyson Fury to fight Anthony Joshua, knowing that Anthony Joshua just fought in December? If you was a manager, trainer, in a magnitude of a fight of a magnitude like that, and Anthony Joshua got momentum, young, in his prime, I think Fury is smart, and I think his camp is smart, just like his dad said as well. He knows. I don't think it's smart for him to get this fight. Is there going to be all the money in the pot for this fight? The magnitude of this fight? Maybe not. There's still pandemic going on. Investors don't want to leave too many money on the table, knowing that they could get so much money, and if they do it right now, it might, you know, F up their money, their profit, their revenue, or you know, potential revenue. So, what does Tyson Fury should do? Should he fight Deontay Wilder, in which there's people out there that feel like he got his number? So if he got his number, what is it? Deontay Wilder must be a tune-up for Tyson Fury? For some people, if I say that, people will agree. I won't. But I know. I understand the pulse of the people. I know they're disgusted. Again, I know that people are angry of, well, the post, all the stuff. We already know. Come on, man. We spent a year talking about it. But what we haven't spent time is really dissecting Deontay Wilder. In a sense of, regardless if you like Deontay Wilder or not, I was rooting for Deontay Wilder the first fight. I was rooting for Deontay Wilder the second fight. And I will root for Deontay Wilder the third fight. Why do I say that? I can root for whoever I want. That doesn't mean I'm going to think that Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. That I'm not a fan of, really, Fury. But I respect the ish out of Tyson Fury. And I believe that he's very successful versus Deontay Wilder. But let's not forget the first fight, y'all. Did he outbox Deontay Wilder? Yeah. Can I say that he beat Deontay Wilder? Dropped him on 2. That means that's it. 4 rounds really goes to him. You know, you could say, and you could give a couple of rounds to Deontay Wilder and it come with draw. It could happen. It could happen. 4 rounds. You could give him 4 rounds. You know? I understand it. Look, that's the past. Let's just move forward. Anyway. So Wilder, this is what a lot of people don't talk about Wilder. And I know it might be, it's not an excuse at all. I don't spin no narratives. I don't give a damn about that. I believe that Tyson Fury beat his ass the second fight. Yes, I believe that. And I believe that he did his thing in the first fight, outbox him, but I wasn't like, oh my God, it's a robbery. Like a lot of people, nah, it's a draw, it's a draw. I got dropped twice, and the dude outboxed him. I was okay with the draw. And if it would have gone to Tyson Fury, I would have given you respect. Okay? Okay. Just let me clarify that. Deontay Wilder has been one of the hardest working fighters out there. If you look at his fights, you could see that Deontay Wilder was fighting in between 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and 8, with injuries, with surgeries, multiple surgeries. He was still going out there fighting. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, he was fighting because he was knocking people out in the first round, second round. No. Hold up. There's training camps in between those knockouts. And the training camp is the grueling stuff about the sport of boxing. If people retire early, it's not because they can't fight. Every fighter could fight. Do they want to go through the 8-week training camp? That's the grueling, the sparring, the running, the exercise, and the dieting. Well, not for heavyweights, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Deontay Wilder was the heaviest he ever been versus Tyson Fury. And I could understand that people want him to get more muscles, more weight in them. And the weight always has been some type of issue. You already know Deontay Wilder, he'll try to get his weight up, and then he'll lose it the next day after the weigh-in. Meaning that his body is just, Deontay Wilder's a freak of nature. And that's one of the one thing that bothered me about it, is like, don't change who you are. You're already a freak of nature. You already knocking everybody else that's heavy for you. This is no different. And you already knocked down Tyson Fury in the first fight. This is no different. Don't change what already God has given you. And, you're a freak of nature. Your body is telling you that you're not this guy that could just, build up muscle in a short period of time. Now, let's get this straight. In the Luis Ortiz fight, he was the heaviest he ever been, right? I think it was 219 and things of that nature. You saw his mobility wasn't there. Deontay Wilder got mobility. Deontay Wilder's athletic. Come on, he got collegiate background. So you could see, and I'm gonna give you an example, a short example, because of me, because I'm an athletic person. But I remember when I gained those first 20 pounds, even though there was, like, say, when I was working out 20 pounds of muscle, I wasn't the same. My body wasn't the same. Yeah, I felt powerful, but I felt slower though. I felt slower. I didn't feel agile. I didn't feel until then. When I was everyday athlete, I said, man, I don't like. Then I stuck to the calisthenics. I ain't like the weights. I ain't like that. No, I felt the difference. And so in a short period of time, remember, from Luis Ortiz to Tyson Fury, he only had 3 months. Luis Ortiz going back into a training camp is a lot of work. And then trying to eat and gain weight, and then to a weight that you have never managed. So you see him in his mobility in the Luis Ortiz fight. You already saw that he was like, he was walking on mud in the second fight. That weight's no good. Is it an excuse? No. But what I'm saying is things that he could change. And what he could change is go back to Deontay Wilder that you feel comfortable. You got to feel comfortable. Be comfortable. Stay in that 210, 211, 215, whatever. That's a Deontay Wilder. That's a Deontay Wilder that has put you in that, in where you at today. Another thing that I believe in Deontay Wilder is a fast learner. Regardless if you don't like Deontay Wilder's skills, I don't give a damn. When I look at the heavyweight division, I want some knockouts. I don't want to see nobody tippy-toeing around the ring. I like knockouts. That's what I like. Y'all like it too. Stop with the bullshit. We want to see knockouts. That's the heavyweight division. We want to see knockouts. So Deontay Wilder is a fast learner. Those are the facts. He walked into a gym at the age of 20, 21, captured a bronze medal, and captured the accomplishments that he have accomplished. I mean, you can't take that away. I don't give a damn about his resume, because at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder was not supposed to make it this far. Remember, Deontay Wilder was not made, his quest was not to become the greatest of all time. It wasn't about Muhammad Ali. It was about saving his daughter. It's about taking care of his daughter. And for people out there, fatherhoods out there, the father, salute to all the fathers out there, that's one of the most honorable things. Literally, he's fighting for his daughter with his bare hands. So I could tell, his career was more of a speed up, to take care of his daughter. What's honorable about Deontay Wilder also was that he gave Luis Ortiz fight, in which in the beginning, I'm like, why you going to fight him? But then understand that he's an honorable man, and Luis Ortiz needed to take care of his daughter. So you could tell what kind of man Deontay Wilder is. That's just a man. You might not care about the man, but I do care. I care about fighters. I try to understand fighters. I try to understand the journeys of fighters. And I think if you're if you're a hardcore boxing fan, we should take the time to know all fighters. I believe Deontay Wilder is a fast learner. I believe Deontay Wilder needed the break that he needed. I think his body needed the rest. I think his body finally needed the rest. And maybe I even said before, I said, you know what, I don't want to see Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury because surgery, new trainer, and you got to implement some a good game plan. But maybe this is what he's doing now, because I'm not hearing from him. You're not hearing from him. I believe Deontay Wilder's a smart man. I believe that Tyson Fury's a smart man too. This is why he had to fire his home crew to go to the Crunk Gym and implement a style to neutralize the right hand from Deontay Wilder. That was smart by Tyson Fury. But I believe Deontay Wilder is smart too. Remember, he only got one loss. I don't know why a lot of people's writing him off. Tyson Fury is not invincible. But the right hand of Deontay Wilder can make you invincible. So I say, a great game plan for Deontay Wilder, for him to be himself. Be the wild Wilder. Be that guy. Be that 215 freak of nature. Don't go to 230. 200. Nah. Be what's comfortable. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. So, I believe that Deontay Wilder could capitalize on what he did the first fight. There ain't nobody invincible in the heavyweight division. Alright? Deontay Wilder could capitalize in the first fight, and Tyson Fury could outbox him as well. Could Tyson Fury do to Deontay Wilder what he did in the second fight? Maybe, probably. Maybe. Did Deontay Wilder deserve this fight? Yeah. Why not? It's a trilogy. Only lost one time. He was a champion. Undefeated. Come on. Why would I want to choose to see that fight before the Undisputed? No, I want to see the Undisputed. But if these guys ain't going to fight the Undisputed, then yes, I would like to see Tyson Fury fight Deontay Wilder for the trilogy. And I'll be rooting for Wilder, but that doesn't mean I'm picking him to win. But I'll be rooting for him. Well, that's just me. Now, I don't want people to be butthurt, because I know how butthurt people are. Y'all hate, a lot of people hate Wilder so much. They're supporters of Wilder, and maybe a lot of the supporters that was within the allegations and the glove gates made a lot of people not cheer for Deontay Wilder. I was on that boat. I was just, it was just too much. It was just too many Deontay Wilder fans that was delusional. The ones that was going with all that bullshit, I didn't believe it. But other than that, I'm rooting for Deontay Wilder. But I really respect Tyson Fury as well as a fighter. Need to come correct. So that's what I needed to say. And smash the like button if you like what you hear. I just feel like it could be a good fight again, and I believe that Deontay Wilder has the ability to be a fast learner. He showed us that. This is why he's at where he's at, because he's a fast learner, and see he regain that hunger again. I believe he got heart. I believe he got cojones. I believe all these top heavyweights got the cojones. They get back down and they rise back up. And that's what at least the top three heavyweights, in my opinion, does. Anthony Joshua rose back. Deontay Wilder, they threw in the towel. He ain't threw in the towel. He stood on his feet. He went out on his feet. And Tyson Fury has been put down, and he rose back up when Deontay Wilder put him back down. So balls, cojones, and 6 of 42, these guys got it. I'll enjoy a fight. I want to see the Undisputed, though. And a guy like Deontay Wilder, he could understand a fan that want to see the Undisputed, because I wanted to see the Undisputed with him and Anthony Joshua when I was tight. We ain't see it. So, let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell on updated videos. Let's pray for these fighters. Let's support these fighters, man. Let's quit with the hate. This is a dangerous sport. And, you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you not a fan or not. Whatever, man. I love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.